So, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our morning keynote, which is going to be fun to tell you about and to hear, CCVIP is taking the liberty, if you will, of giving out service awards today, distinguished service awards today, to 3 people who have been helpful to us over a very long period of time. So I would like to ask you to help me welcome our first recipient, whose name is Sandra Kupprat. Don't be shy. She's not a shy person. Sandy has been on our advisory board for... Anyway, I'm so proud to give Sandy this plaque, a service award from CCVIP in recognition of and appreciation for 15 years of service as a member of the Board of Advisors for the Computer Center for Visually Impaired People. Oh, a shot, a photo op. Thank you very much. Say something.
I just wanted to say thank you for this. I mean, I can't believe this much time has gone by. It doesn't feel like it. It's always been a pleasure and a joy to work with Karen. And when I first came on this board, I bought into Karen. And that kind of started it all. And now this Karen's passion has become my passion. So I want to thank you for coming to this thing and making the conference a success year after year. Thank you.
And now I'd like to ask Ms. Jane Thompson to come forward, please. So Jane Thompson is also a member of our advisory board, and she's a newbie. She's only been on our board for 13 years. So I present Jane Thompson this plaque in recognition for her 13 years of service on the CCVIP board with heartfelt gratitude. Signed by me.
I just want to say thank you all for coming. It's been my pleasure to work with many of the people in the room. And those people that are new to the room, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the conference. Thank you. Thank you.
And finally, I would like to ask Ms. Barbara Fife to come forward. Barbara was originally from the School of Public Affairs, and well, she was originally in city government, but she was from the School of Public Affairs and began her service on CCVIP's conference planning committee for the very first year of our conference, 8 years ago. And I think you were instrumental in helping us get our first keynote at that time, which was Scale Forward. So we really think it's very important to present this plaque to Barbara Fife for her 8 years of service since its inception on the Conference Planning Committee of CCVIP. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. I've been very lucky to work with one of the best committees I have ever worked with in organizing this conference. Dedicated, talented, effective, full of ideas. I've learned so much from them, and every year when I see this conference, I realize how terrific their work has been in making it take place. So I take this in behalf of my colleagues on the organizing committee, which has been my privilege to work with, led by Karen and Bill Reed. Thank you so much.